Hey, I'm Josh and I've coached over 200 shift workers this year to drop between 5 and 30 kilos without giving up their favourite things like chocolate, alcohol or ice cream. And today I'm going to talk to you about navigating the Christmas period, or as I like to call it, cruising through Christmas. There's always a massive festive challenge when it comes to Christmas. The average UK adult gains between 0.5 and 1.5 kilos of weight throughout the Christmas period. That doesn't take into account December the 1st to December the 31st. That's just over the Christmas period, being like the 24th to the 31st. So imagine what happens when you say F it and then you open the tub of celebrations on the 1st of December. No wonder most people put on a stone and then they're undoing all of December's hard work. And then no wonder they spend January undoing all of the work made in December. The average UK adult puts all of this weight on over this Christmas period due to various indulgences that really we don't actually have to do. Holiday indulgence combined with disrupted routines is normally what sets us apart and makes us gain all of that weight. But it doesn't have to be. Following a few of these simple steps will allow you to navigate the Christmas period really simple, and mean in January you're not actually clawing back all of the weight that you put on during December. Making smart choices and mindful decisions will allow us to set up for success come 2026. So, understanding your macronutrients, and these are the important building blocks when it comes to your total daily amount of calories. So there are 3 macronutrients: protein, carbs and fats. Most people actually undereat on protein and then overindulge on carbohydrates and fats. So a protein and a carbohydrate have 4 calories per gram of that chosen macronutrient, whereas with fat it's 9 calories per gram. To maintain your muscle mass over Christmas, you want to be aiming for between 1.6 grams and 2.2 grams of protein for every kilo of body weight. You then want to be aiming for between 20 and 30% of your daily amount of calories coming from healthy fats, and then the rest coming from carbohydrates. Apps like MyFitnessPal, NutriCheck and Chronometer will allow us to track our food easily, ensuring that we meet our targets. So I'm going to teach you how to calculate your macro targets. So if you want to create your maintenance, we take our body weight in pounds and we times that by about 15. That's for the regular UK adult. From there, we want to have about 40% coming from protein, 40% coming from carbohydrates, and then 20%, like I said, coming from fats. For example, let's take a 70 kilogram person. They want to be aiming for an 1800 calorie maintenance, which would be made up of approximately 140 grams of carbohydrates, 140 grams of protein, and then like 62 grams of fat. The biggest killer of most people during the festive period is normally alcohol. And the best way that we can go about this is by making some smart swaps, i.e. swapping your creamy cocktails and high calorie beers and ciders for low calorie options, i.e. champagne, prosecco, and then spirits with low calorie mixes. That will save you thousands of calories over the course of a few nights, especially if you're going to Christmas and New Year's Eve parties. Alcohol contains nearly 7 calories per gram. That's nearly the same amount as fat. They are empty calories. Making intelligent drink choices really will be the difference maker of whether you gain an extra couple of pounds or whether you don't. When it comes to Christmas parties, buffets, that sort of thing, we really want to avoid the binge. And binging is often triggered by stress, social pressure, or skipping meals. These 3 things we don't want to do in the lead up to a Christmas party. Breaking this cycle requires strategy, but we're going to run through that now. So here are some prevention strategies. Eating balanced meals before you go to the Christmas party will avoid the binge and avoid you overeating. Plan your indulgences. Know that you're going to go to the Christmas party, and if you know that there's going to be drink and dessert, maybe just skip one. If you know that you just want to drink, just drink. Then skip the dessert. Use smaller plates. This will trigger your brain to think, actually, I've got a full plate. Once I've eaten that, I don't need to go for any more. The bigger the plate, the bigger the portion. Stay hydrated. Thirst is often masters hunger. Your brain signals to you that you're hungry when actually you're thirsty. Dehydration is what leads to most binges. Once you're done at these Christmas parties, we want to avoid the nighttime snacking. This is the hidden weight trap. Don't skip meals earlier in the day. We want to keep your healthy snacks ready and in the fridge for when you come home. We want to also create like an evening ritual, so the brain works in a mysterious way. When you come home, if you brush your teeth straight away, that signals to your brain that you've finished your eating habits for the day. That will stop you going to the fridge or making some toast or dipping into the Heroes box. So let's get that done ASAP as soon as you walk through the door. We want to also satisfy your oral fixation. So when you do get home, having a cup of herbal tea with no caffeine will set us up for success before we go to bed. And if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Get your partner to hide the sweets at the back of the cupboard where you won't find them, that making it so much more easier to resist the temptation. When you're going to a social occasion, try to plan ahead. Festive meal prep and social situations can really help. If you're going to a party that's been put on by your friend, like it's a house party, then try and bring a healthy dish. Make some chicken skewers or vegetable tempura or just anything that's going to fit your macros, and just bring that to the party. That way, when the buffet table gets revealed, you can go straight to the food that you brought and know that you're making a smart choice. Have a pre-party snack. Having a high protein, dense meal before you go will allow you to stop binging and stop overeating. And the biggest one, focus on actually socialising. Go and have a dance, a sing, natter with your friends, but do it away from the buffet table. You grazing over 2 to 3 hours is far worse than you just having one big plate of food. And then exercise. Over the Christmas period, it's easy for us to sit on our bums, not actually do anything because our routine has been disrupted. If you plan walks into your day and just know that you want to sort of increase your total daily energy expenditure through non-exercise activity, that is going to allow us to offset the calories that we do eat from indulgences. I'm not saying the indulgences are bad, but the fact that we can combat them by extra movement, it will really set us up for success, especially when January rolls around. Incorporate fun, Christmas activities, playing Twister, that sort of thing. That also burns extra calories, which will be great for us. And if you want more help cruising through the Christmas period, then all you need to do is drop the word snowball in the comments, and I'll send you my free guide on how to actually navigate the Christmas period without putting on a stone. Set yourself up for success for January, comment the word snowball, and don't forget to subscribe.